Hi guys, I just wanted to show you one more detail of the Motorola, which I unfortunately perhaps omitted last time when I said I finished it. The thing is that there were still two things that needed tackling, and one of them I did, which is to repair the box or the cabinet of the radio, because you see it rattled at the top and now it doesn't anymore. So I'll show you in a minute what I did to repair it. The other thing I wanted to show is this cheater cord, or the safety cord, which is mounted on the Motorola, and as you can see it's slightly damaged down here, right here where my finger is. Let me show you a close-up. As you can see, if it wants to focus at least, almost. Well, there you go. As you can see, the insulation, let me get a pointer, the insulation right here is broken, right at the edge of the plug. Now, unfortunately, this is a special cord. I think Bob of B. Anderson TV channel, whom I admire very much for his skills and his knowledge, would call this wire a cheater cord. Now the problem is, this is, I think, a rather rare cheater cord, because the radio itself is not a very common radio, I think. Now the trouble is this. Let me show you. Give me a moment. So I need to unscrew I don't know if you can see it. Let me show you like this. So I need to unscrew this screw first to open the case. Come on, it's a bit stiff, but I can manage with one hand. Okay, almost there. Yep, almost there. One. Okay, now the other screw. Unfortunately, I don't have all the tools that I would like to have. Obviously, this would be a little bit easier if I had a pot wrench which would fit this type of screw, but I don't. And I have to confess, I ran out a little bit of pocket money to buy myself a whole slew of tools that I would like to have, but maybe for Christmas or something like that. Who can tell? Okay, one more second. And there you go. Okay, so as I'm going to show you, the way you open up this case is by lifting the top from the back. You see there's this little stand here, and what you do is you grab hold of the radio at the bottom or the front I should say, the bottom of the front, and you lift up by pulling gently on this, there you go, on this rail. And now you can lift up the cover up and then backwards. There you go. So as you can see now at the top of the radio, the front of the cabinet, I built in some hooks, and I'll point to it. So I built these hooks here. Well, this is one hook. I built another hook up here, which you can see here. Now these hooks, they catch the top of the back side of the cabinet in these slots you see here. You see one slot, here you see the other slot. So what probably happened in the past somewhere is that somebody opened up the radio and probably either got tired of always unhooking the back side of the cabinet and just took out those hooks, or simply broke them off or something like that. So I had to fashion these hooks myself out of 2 strips of metal. And in fact, if you look carefully, these are the upper part of a metal plate with which they cover up empty slots in a PC. And it turned out these are ideal to fashion those hooks with. Okay, so that's one thing I did. Now for the main thing. As you can see here, if I show you the inside of the cabinet, you see the plug, the safety plug, right here. So as I said, this is a safety plug, and I just couldn't find any. I looked around on all sorts of websites, including Radio Days and all that, and maybe I didn't look right, I didn't look everywhere, or I didn't look the right way, but I simply couldn't find any, you know. So what I want to ask is, if anybody of you guys have something like this cheetah cord plug, well, I mean the whole cord obviously, please contact me, and I'm sure we can work out a deal, and I'll be happy to work out a deal with you to, well, that would accommodate both of us. So just let me know if you have a cheetah cord like this, and then we'll work out a deal. Okay? So thanks a lot.